The AVGN was having the time of his life. This NC was very good at this. He must have done it a million times before in other guys. Or he could have just easily done it on himself. The nerd held his breath and was about to shoot when the Nostalgia Critic stopped. "What the fuck are you doing?" James said, disappointed. "I don't want you to come this yet." "Dude, just get rid of this." Well, you know, the this in the sentence I just read. Because there's really no need for it. Nostalgia Critic says evilly. Oh boy. He pulled off the nerd's boxers and told him to sit on the edge of the bed. And he did. NC got on his knees and put James's big dick into his mouth. Nostalgia Critic was also a very good cocksucker. In less than a few minutes, he was ready to come again when NC stopped. "Damn it, stop doing that." The nerd was getting very frustrated. "Shut up, slave. It's time to see how your ass feels." Well, that was nice. And with that, the Nostalgia Critic stripped off all of his clothes and forced James to get on his hands and knees on the bed. NC crawled up there with him and split nerd's, don't you mean the nerd's small, flat, pale ass and placed his cock in between his cheeks. NC took his dick and slowly teased poor James' asshole until he was moaning and begging NC to fuck him. "Oh, baby, don't stop messing around and put it in already." James said, gripping the sheets. "Beg for it," Nostalgia Critic said, looking at the nerd with lustful eyes. "Please, put it in. I don't like your begging. Try harder." "Please, Nostalgia, fuck me." NC liked to hear his little sluts beg for his huge cock, but he didn't hesitate to do what the nerd wanted. What? Whatever. NC spit on his dick so he wouldn't get cock burned, and slammed his dick into the AVGN's tiny asshole. "Ah! God!" the nerd screams while enjoying the feel of the Nostalgia Critic's cock in his bum. NC spent no time pounding his huge cock into AVGN's ass. He was slamming his dick hard while listening to James moan and groan. Harder and harder, NC fucked until they were both sweaty. He liked how James screamed in pain when he knew he really liked it. The angry video game nerd was in total bliss. His dream of fucking the Nostalgia Critic finally came true. Oh, he can certainly die happy at this moment. Oh, this is unbelievable, alright. Unbelievably bad! Okay, save it for the end, Meg. It seemed like forever, but after a good 20 minutes of hardcore fucking, NC was ready to come. And so was James. He slammed his cock into AVGN's ass one more time and let out a loud moan. James rose his head up and ejaculated all over the bed sheets. NC came so much his jizz squirted around his dick and on the bed. So what, was James, doing himself while Nostalgia Critic was, doing all that? Unless the Nostalgia Critic has very long hands. They both fell back down on their own cum, panting. They then started to cuddle. "That was amazing, my love," Nostalgia Critic says, kissing and nuzzling the nerd. "Oh, yes, it was," James said, returning the affection. They laid silent like this, basking in our own love. Don't you mean their own love? Unless you're writing this in first person, you sick fuck, if you are. Oh, I get it. They probably have fantasies about either the Nostalgia Critic or the angry video game nerd fucking them. And so they messed up and put down our instead of their because they're really writing the fanfic about them doing the... Forget it. Let's reread the sentence correctly. They laid silent this, basking in their own love and heat when AVGN broke the silence. Okay, this is how they spelled silence. S-I-L-E-N-T-S. That's not how you spell it! Anyway, Does this mean that we have a truce? He lifted his pinky up with a grin on his face. Nostalgia Critic grabbed his pinky with his own and kissed him. Truce. The end! Let's sum up this story with one simple word. Shit. You know, the stuff that comes out of your ass. Shit. Crap. Poo-poo. Feces. Doo-doo. Shit. Shit, shit, shit. A humongous mountain of shit. Why? Well, one reason is that you do not write a fanfic about the angry video game nerd and the nostalgia critic being gay lovers. Because you know what? They are real people. Real like you and me. Real as in they can easily find this fanfic on fanfiction.net and read it for themselves. They are real. Real. Real! And even if they weren't real, even if they were fictional characters, keyword if, they were completely out of character. Let's start with James. He was a wimp. He was timid. He was a pussy. There was nothing about him at all that made him the angry video game nerd. And the nostalgia critic was just bizarre. There was nothing at all about these characters that made them like the real people. It's like this person wrote this fanfic and just slapped their names on there so then they can claim that they wrote a fanfic about these guys. I mean, if you're going to write a fanfic about the angry video game nerd and the nostalgia critic, you can at least write them in character. Give them some little scrap of respect, can't ya? And another major issue with this story, other than the story itself, is grammar. Grammar, 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 grammar. Whether it be using the wrong version of a word, using the wrong word altogether, or misspelling the most simplest words you can think of, it doesn't matter. The grammar sucked. And it wasn't just little grammar issues here and there. It was pretty much the entire story. The entire story was a huge grammar mistake. It was ridiculous. Did this person even bother reading this over before they decided to plaster it on the web? You know what? No, they probably didn't at all. In fact, they were probably drunk when they wrote this. Let's do a reenactment. Ugh. You know what? I'm gonna write a story about the angry video game nerd and the nostalgia critic being in love. This is gonna be a hit. Ah, man, I can see it now. I'm gonna keep on writing this. Oh, looks like it's done. I better put down the end. Oh, the end. There. Oh, it's over. Oh, I'm so rock now. I'm gonna find this website and put it on the website itself. Ugh. There it is. Clickety-doo-dah. Submit. Ah, totally awesome, dude. Totally awesome. Not totally awesome. Totally stupid. What were you thinking, Hamo Hamster? You better hope to God that they do not find this story, because if they do, you're screwed. You know what? Actually, this story could be a good thing for these two. They can put aside their differences after they read this story. In fact, I bet that they will do exactly that. They will put aside their differences, team up, get Super Jesus, and hunt you down! Oh. Let me say one thing, in case, you know, Hamo Hamster, whatever your name is watching this. Don't get any ideas. I am the fanfic critic, after all, and I will know if you write anything about me. So if you even think about it, you're toast. Well, now that I got that off my chest, I'm the fanfic critic. I read it, you listen, and I need to go to therapy.